Today we're here looking at the mini museum in the library. The mini museum is about the history of uni. It includes many different displays as well as artifacts that tell some of the history of uni. Ms. Folsoi was the main person behind this whole project, and we interviewed her about the museum.
So basically when we came back from the pandemic, which I guess it was 2021, those last few weeks of the school year. So I had this whole library to myself, and I started going through the archives, just looking at yearbooks and looking at things, actual materials that were just in archival boxes, looking through old newspapers, and started to get a bit more of a story that I felt like would be really great to tell. And so eventually I had, collected a lot of information and then was able to put it into a format that I could use with students, where they were presented with images and that had been sort of organized by different topics, and they were able to pick. So it was one class in particular, American history class, that spent about 6 weeks working on it with me, and they were able to pick the images from the different topics, and then I provided them with some research materials, and they were able to do some of their own research, and they were the ones who wrote what's called the interpretive panels to sort of explain I think the thing that I found is really compelling is that I grew up in Los Angeles, actually went to Uni High. Instead of erasure, all of these sort of Midwesterners who came and grew their farms and all of that eventually gets erased. And I think that history is a lot more compelling if you actually believe it happened where you were standing. For kids on the East Coast, they're like, oh, here's, where Washington crossed the Delaware, and they sort of could look around and feel that, but because there was so much erasure, that would probably require replacement funds and, and different materials that we didn't have the money for.
The museum is located in the library and is open to the public. Make sure to come check it out.